Hello everyone. So today we are going to learn how the equation has to be balanced. That's all about balancing the equation. So before we get into that, we will know what's a chemical equation and we'll also know what are the reactants, products, coefficient and subscript. Okay. Chemical equation is nothing but it's a symbolic representation of the chemical reaction. Yes, and it has two parts here, reactant and products. Reactants, okay, you can see here these are the reactants and these are the products. Reactants are nothing but the substances that take part in a chemical reaction and are written on the left hand side of the equation, whereas products are the new substances that are formed in a chemical reaction and are written on the right hand side of the equation. Yes, and coefficients are nothing but the numbers which are written before the element or the compounds in an equation. So these two, okay, these are the coefficients, and this two, okay, the smaller number which is written below the symbol of an element, okay, that's called the coefficient subscript. So all these are the subscripts. And one thing very important that everybody must know, that is, while balancing the chemical equations, only coefficients are to be changed or they have to be placed before the formula of the compound or the symbol of an element. So let's get into balancing the chemical equation. So we'll go with the first equation here. That's the reaction between sodium hydroxide and sulfuric acid to form two compounds, that is sodium sulfate and water. First we'll have to verify whether the equation is balanced or an skeletal one. Skeletal means unbalanced equation. So how do you do that? See here, in a balanced equation, the number of each element, atoms of each element in the reactant must be equal to atoms of those elements in the products. That's a balanced equation. If they are not, then it's a skeletal, and skeletal equations should be balanced. So you can see in the reactants, okay, this is a complete reactant it is. So here only one sodium atom and here two. So in order to balance that, I have already told only coefficients are to be used. So if I use 2 as a coefficient of the sodium hydroxide, you can see 2 sodium here, and even in the products there are the 2 sodium atoms. So sodium atoms are balanced on both the sides. Now we'll see number of oxygen atoms in the reactant. Here 2 oxygen and here 4, means in the reactant side total 6 oxygen atoms are there, and here 4 and here it's 1. Okay, here by writing 2 as a coefficient, you can see the number of oxygen atoms on both the sides are equal. Here 4, here 2 6, 4 here, and this 2 6. So oxygen atoms are balanced in the equation. Now we'll see the number of hydrogen atoms on both the sides. Here 2 hydrogen atoms, here 2 hydrogen, that is total 4 hydrogen on the reactant side, and here 2 to the 4, that is 4 hydrogen atoms on the product side. So this is how the equation got balanced. So let's try with the second equation here. Here there's a reaction between barium chloride and sulfuric acid, and the products are barium sulfate and hydrogen chloride. So first we'll verify. You can see here reactant side there's only one barium, and even in the product side there is a one barium, so need not to balance the barium. Now we'll see the chlorine atom on both the sides. Two chlorine you can find in the reactant, and there's only one chlorine in the product. So here two coefficient can be used here, 2 as a coefficient. So the two chlorine atoms here and here 2. Now moving further with the hydrogen, 2 hydrogen in the reactants and 2 hydrogen in the products. Hydrogen got balanced. 1 sulfur in the reactant, 1 sulfur in the product, balanced. 4 oxygen atoms, 4. So the whole entire equation got balanced. Now we'll take the last example to understand the equation, balancing the equations. Here reactant side, you can see this is the reactant side. It has only one iron atom. On the product there are the 3 atoms of iron, so directly 3 can be used as a coefficient here, so it get balanced here. Now moving on to the hydrogen, 2 hydrogen here, 2 here, all got balanced already. Now we'll see the oxygen on the both the sides. 1 oxygen atom in the reactant, but product has 4 atoms, so 4 can be used as a coefficient here, so that oxygen get balanced. But now you can see the hydrogen got unbalanced here. The 4 to the 8 hydrogen are here in the reactant, but here only 2. So if I use 4 as a coefficient here, 4 to the 8, 4 to the 8. So this is how the entire equation gets balanced. So this was all about balancing the chemical equation by hit and trial method. Thank you.